Good day, everyone. My name is Michael Barber. I'm a diversity and inclusion specialist in the New York State Department of Civil Services Office of Diversity and Inclusion Management, and I'll be navigating us through today's Legal Specialties information session. Today's session is intended to provide individuals who are interested in working in the legal specialties field information to help them navigate the examination and application process. In addition to us providing insight regarding the legal specialties examination, employment opportunities within New York State agencies, and information on how to apply, we've established an esteemed group of individuals who currently work for New York State in various legal capacities, who will share some insider information about what it's like to do this work at different agencies across the state of New York. For those currently viewing this session, please note that the Legal Specialties Examination was announced on July 6th, 2023. And once the list is certified, it will be used to appoint qualified candidates to positions and titles such as Assistant Attorney, Senior Attorney, Assistant Hearing Officer, Motor Vehicles Referee / Motor Vehicles Referee Spanish Language, and Unemployment Insurance Referee / Unemployment Insurance Referee Spanish Language. With that, I'm going to turn things over to my colleague here in Civil Service, Darlene Anderson, who will provide us an overview of everything you need to know about the examination, including how to apply, and she will also discuss some of the benefits of working for New York State. Please note that we will include a link to any of the websites referenced in the description box below. Darlene?
Thank you, Michael. Let's start by discussing some of the benefits of choosing to pursue a career with New York State. There are many. In addition to competitive salaries, state employees have the added benefit of affordable comprehensive health care, not just for you, but for your entire family. There are also opportunities to take promotion exams to move up the career ladder. Most positions are based on a 37.5-hour work week with 2 days off per work week. We have generous time and attendance benefits, 12 paid holidays, and 5 paid personal days per year, plus sick days and vacation days. Depending on the agency and the position, there may be telecommuting options as well, which further assist in maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Depending on your salary, grade, and bargaining unit, aka union, there may also be programs such as tuition reimbursement to assist you with meeting your education goals. And, I think as a real bonus, the state offers a guaranteed pension benefit to its retirees, a huge benefit which is increasingly difficult to find nowadays. Now, here's what you need to know about how to apply for the Legal Specialties Examination. You can visit our homepage at www.cs.ny.gov, where we're featuring the Legal Specialties Exam throughout the month of July. The examination will also be posted in the Continuous Recruitment section of our Job Seekers webpage. As a continuous recruitment title, the exam will be scored every 2 months. This allows for qualified candidates to be added to the Legal Specialties eligible list 6 times during the calendar year. Candidates will need a personal ny.gov account and an ID to apply to take the exam. If you're not sure how to do this, we recommend that you check out the YouTube video that we created to walk you through the process, which will also be linked in the description box below. When you have your personal ny.gov account and ID ready, you'll want to ensure that you read and follow all the directions laid out in the announcement and the dashboard for the exam, as doing so will help ensure that you don't miss any steps required to complete the process. For anyone who has taken this exam in the past, it's important to understand the format of the exam has changed. The new Legal Specialty exam will consist of 3 steps. Number 1, fill out an application. Number 2, the online test, which is sometimes referred to as a trainee and experience exam or a T&E exam. And number 3, the optional skills inventory. Here's what to expect when taking an online T&E exam. Candidates will not have to dedicate a weekend to taking a written exam for the Legal Specialty examination. The process can be done completely online. The online test will consist of a questionnaire where candidates will answer questions related to their relevant training and experience. Candidates must submit the online test within the submission period. These submission periods can be found on both the exam announcement and the dashboard for the exam. It's extremely important that candidates complete and submit their exam within the submission period. Otherwise, it will result in a candidate being disqualified, and the candidate will not be placed on an eligible list for appointment to vacant positions. I will now turn this back over to my colleague, Michael.
Thank you so much, Darlene. Now we're going to hear from some of the legal professionals who work in New York State. We'll turn things over to them to share some information, give us more information about the positions in demand at each agency, the skill set each agency is looking for in a candidate, and how each agency, and by extension, each of the positions contributes to the greater public good. This is an opportunity for you to gain insight and information about these opportunities directly from people who know best at agencies that have a high demand for opportunities in the legal specialties field. Each agency will have about 2 minutes to provide us with their overview. We'll go in alphabetical order, starting by with the Attorney General's office, then moving on to the Office of Children and Family Services, the New York State Education Department, the Department of Environmental Conservation, the Department of Health, the Department of Labor, the Department of Taxation and Finance, the Office of Temporary and Disability Assistance, and the New York State Workers' Compensation Board. We'll start first with Michelle Walls from the Attorney General's office. Michelle, what would you like individuals to know about working in the legal specialties field within the AG's office?
Great, thank you, Michael. The Real Property Bureau, or as we call it, the RPB, is one of 5 bureaus within the Division of State Counsel. The RPB serves as a control agency for a number of state agencies which acquire real property, either by eminent domain or through negotiated purchase. In order to assist state agencies acquire property, we employ attorneys to perform title review. All of the title attorneys work out of the Albany, New York office and will be assigned to one of 2 sections, the highway section or the public land section. As the name implies, the highway section assists the Department of Transportation or other similar transportation entities acquire property through the use of eminent domain so that DOT can build and maintain the state's highways and bridges. The other section is called public lands, and it assists certain state agencies acquire land mostly through negotiated purchase. These lands will be used for expanding state forest preserve or for recreational purposes such as parks or SUNY campuses. The attorneys in both sections review land records obtained from the various county clerk's offices, which will be bound into an abstract of title. The attorneys review these abstracts along with surveys and reports of physical inspection so that they can identify title objections such as mortgages, tax liens, or judgments, all of which must get cleared before we can acquire the property or certify that an entity can get paid. A successful title examiner is someone who likes to investigate a file and who is a self-starter who can work independently. A successful title examiner is someone who enjoys reading recorded and sometimes ancient documents to create a complete picture of the property's history, called the chain of title. This job requires someone who is detail-oriented. Although real estate experience is a plus, we offer on-the-job training for this position at a comfortable pace to learn. And finally, by becoming a title examiner, you will assist the state agencies in acquiring land for very important projects. The state acquires land to build new roads or bridges, to create recreational spaces, to help combat climate change, or to preserve pristine wilderness. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Next, we have Nicholas Steinbach-Pratt from the Office of Children and Family Services. Nicholas, what would you like individuals to know about working in the legal specialties field within OCFS?
Thank you, Michael. My name is Nicholas Steinbach-Pratt. I'm an acting deputy counsel at the New York State Office of Children and Family Services, OCFS. I'm pleased to be with you here today and have an opportunity to tell you about what I think is one of the most exciting legal divisions in the state. We have a broad range of areas that we do work in, including child welfare, programs for vulnerable adults, foster care and adoption services, child daycare programs, juvenile justice programs, the Commission for the Blind. And with all of these programs, attorneys have a variety of options of tasks that they can perform for the agency. We have hearing officers, we have litigators, we have policy wonks, and we have advocates. We have an Office of the Ombudsman that provides direct services to youth in state custody and advocates for their rights. We work constantly with our program partners to make the state a safer, more equitable place for children, youth, and families. And we aren't just trying to make changes to the old way of doing things. We're trying to transform systems. It's an ambitious goal, and we'd like to add creative, committed, dedicated, and forward-thinking attorneys to our team who can help us accomplish these goals. As an example of some of the things we've done in just the last year or so, we've drafted legislation to increase access to child care for lower-income families. We've revamped our regulations on services to runaway and homeless youth, and we are pushing forward policies to support trauma-informed care for children in foster care in the juvenile justice system. We're trying to provide families with services beforehand rather than bringing child protective services in after something terrible has happened. We're trying to give families tools they need to be stronger rather than punishing them for not having access to adequate resources. We are a helping agency. Everything we do is designed to improving the lives of New Yorkers, and I do hope you'll join us.
Thank you, Nicholas. Next, we have Nitu Jean-Pierre from the New York State Education Department. Nitu, what would you like individuals to know about working in the legal specialties field at NYSED?
Thanks, Michael, and thank you for having me here today to talk on behalf of the New York State Education Department, also known as NYSED. My name is Nitu Jean-Pierre, and I work as an associate attorney here at NYSED. Our mission is to raise the knowledge, skill, and opportunity of all individuals in New York. NYSED's vision is to provide leadership for a system that yields the best educated people in the world. We are an office of 28 attorneys who serve the Board of Regents, Commissioner of Education, and the State Education Department. We provide legal advice and counsel on matters relating to NYSED's Office of P-12 Education and Office of Special Education. We also assist in drafting and reviewing legislation, regulations, contracts, memoranda of understanding, and other materials related to the Office of Special Education and P-12. We research and draft decisions in administrative appeals and proceedings, including those brought under Education Law 310. We also represent the department and assist the Office of Attorney General in administrative and court proceedings, challenging the department's actions, policies, or administrative determinations regarding the Office of Special Education and P-12. But more than just P-12 issues or special education issues, we work across many subject areas, including higher education, the Office of Professions, adult career and continuing education services, and cultural education. We perform a variety of legal tasks from legislative and regulatory administrative proceedings, contracts, litigation, etc., and often see novel and precedent-setting work. More than half of our attorneys hold titles in the senior attorney progression with multiple promotional opportunities. We also have a robust relationship with Albany Law School for internship positions, and we encourage recent graduates to apply as trainees. Many can be hired within a 2-year progression of bar passage, admission, and experience. NYSED is truly an interesting and rewarding agency to work in, and we hope that you consider applying. If you have any questions at all as far as opportunities within NYSED, please send them to legal@nysed.gov. That's legal@nysed.gov. Thank you.
So much, Nitu. Next, we have Molly Breslin from the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation. Molly, what would you like people to know about working in the legal specialties field within DEC?
Thank you so much, Michael. My name is Molly Breslin, and I'm very excited to be here today to represent the Department of Environmental Conservation, Office of General Counsel, and to share with you some of the exciting opportunities to work in the legal specialties field within the Department of Environmental Conservation, or DEC. DEC offers varied and diverse opportunities to work in the legal specialties field. Located in Albany, New York, and with 9 regions statewide, the Office of General Counsel, OGC, provides legal advice and support to DEC's executive and program staff to fulfill DEC's many statutory responsibilities. Among its primary responsibilities, OGC provides advice on all legal requirements related to DEC's programs and activities, enforces environmental laws and regulations, represents DEC in permit proceedings, coordinates with the Attorney General on litigation matters, and assists agency personnel in developing and implementing policy and regulations, as well as providing advice on legislative proposals. OGC's central office attorneys, located in Albany, New York, are organized into bureaus, including the Climate, Air, and Energy Bureau, the Corporate Bureau, the General Enforcement Bureau, the Materials Management Bureau, and the Water and Natural Resources Bureau, my particular favorite, providing legal support to the Division of Lands and Forests and areas surrounding the Forest Preserve and Article 14 of the New York State Constitution. OGC's central office attorneys also are supported by each of DEC's 9 regional offices, where there's a regional attorney and staff attorneys who report directly to the General Counsel. As you can see, DEC offers varied opportunities to provide legal support to a variety of environmental programs. To serve that need, DEC is looking for individuals with varied experience, including litigation, writing, research, strong communication skills, and an interest in the environment. In 2023, the preservation of our natural resources and enforcement of environmental laws is critically important to New Yorkers and beyond. As a result, working as an attorney within DEC's Office of General Counsel is incredibly rewarding. Thank you again for the opportunity to share about our agency. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you so much, Molly. Next, we have Susan Cartier from the New York State Department of Health. Susan, what would you like individuals to know about working in the legal specialties field within the Department of Health?
Thank you, Michael, and thank you for this opportunity. The New York State Department of Health is a fantastic place to work. Whether you're looking for a change in your legal career or getting ready to graduate from law school. Again, my name is Susan Cartier, and I'm the Deputy General Counsel for the New York State Department of Health. Health law is a growing and exciting field of law. There are a wide range of paths that you can take here at the Department of Health to build your legal expertise. Many people don't know that we have one of the largest legal departments in state government, nearly 100 lawyers located here in Albany and New York City and around the state. We have various bureaus offering many different opportunities. Among other things, our attorneys provide legal counsel in drafting regulations and policies. They work closely with the Office of the Attorney General and other prosecutors defending the department and public policy in state and federal courts across New York. Some of our attorneys prosecute violations of the public health law and regulations in administrative hearings, helping to safeguard all New Yorkers through enforcement actions. Our practice is diverse, protects public health, and addresses cutting-edge legal issues. The Department of Health provides an excellent foundation to the many aspects of health law. You have an opportunity to work with a large group of hardworking, dedicated public servants and specialists in the health field, while also maintaining an excellent work-life balance. I hope you'll consider joining us. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you so much, Susan. Next, we have Kristen Simons from the New York State Department of Labor. Kristen, what would you like individuals to know about working in the legal specialties field within the Department of Labor?
Hi, Michael, and thank you for having me. I'm Kristen Simons. I'm Assistant Director of Personnel here at Department of Labor, and I'm really excited to share some of the information about opportunities here. Just as background, the Department of Labor serves New Yorkers in a wide variety of ways. We have thousands of employees across many divisions and nearly 100 offices around our state. Every member of our team plays a critical role in carrying out our mission to connect job seekers with the careers they love, partner with businesses to help them grow and thrive, empower and protect workers and the public across our great state, and provide financial assistance to the unemployed. The Department of Labor is here to help and support workers and employers in every corner of New York State, and our positions filled by the Legal Specialties Exam are a key component in our mission. Experience in labor law and even some employment law is extremely marketable and in demand, but once you work for Department of Labor, you likely won't want to go anywhere else. Here at DOL, we have a variety of legal specialties positions within 3 offices: Counsel's Office, Administrative Adjudications, and the Unemployment Insurance Appeal Board. Our positions offer various hours, a great work-life balance, and the possibility for remote work. Our Counsel's Office and Administrative Adjudications offices are based out of Albany and Brooklyn. New attorneys can gain a great deal of experience in many areas of law, and experienced attorneys are able to use those skills that they've developed over time while also applying those skills to new and interesting fact patterns. This is especially true here at Department of Labor. Our attorneys are involved in a wide range of legal matters, including administrative hearings related to wage and hour violations, public work projects, employee health and safety matters, the negotiation of multi-million-dollar banking and technology contracts, drafting historic changes to legislation and regulations that impact all New York employees and businesses, and also advising on the operation of federal and state benefit programs, including a little-known program known as unemployment insurance. Counsel's office has positions that focus on transactions or litigation or both, and we really focus on cross-training staff to handle multiple areas of the labor law where feasible. Separate from Counsel's office and administrative adjudications is our Unemployment Insurance Appeal Board. The mission of the Unemployment Insurance Appeal Board, or UIAB, is to afford all parties a full and fair opportunity to be heard on issues related to UI claims, and also to render decisions that are based on the record and are legally correct. Our unemployment insurance referees, or administrative law judges, hold hearings to make decisions on claimants' UI eligibility and worker classifications. We have 8 locations statewide: in Menands, Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Brooklyn, White Plains, Garden City, and Hauppauge. And we offer very interesting work which can touch on many other areas, including related labor law provisions, the board's administrative rules and procedures, state court decisions, and federal rules related to unemployment. And it's also going to require those administrative law judges to have a familiarity with other areas of employment-related law. For example, a case may touch on issues arising under New York State laws related to wage and hour requirements or requirements for overtime under the Fair Labor Standards Act, allegations of discrimination or harassment under the New York State Human Rights Law, and federal laws such as Title VII or the American with Disabilities Act. Also could involve Family Medical Leave Act and could even require knowledge of traditional labor laws such as the National Labor Relations Act and the Taylor Law. Unemployment Insurance Appeal Board is really looking for individuals with strong people skills and writing skills. They'll be directly interacting with the public, employers, claimants, and the Department of Labor during these hearings, and they'll be responsible for writing clear decisions addressing all legal issues in the case with a time frame. So thank you for your interest in positions here at Labor. We look forward to meeting with you. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you so much, Kristen. Next, we have Carrie Callahan from New York State Department of Taxation and Finance. Carrie, what would you like individuals to know about working in the legal specialties field within tax and finance?
Hello, thanks for having me, Michael. I'm Carrie Callahan from the Office of Counsel in the Department of Taxation and Finance. I have been here for almost 8 years now, first as a senior attorney and in our house counsel unit, and now as an associate attorney supervising a team of senior attorneys in our sales tax unit. This is a very common route of tax where many of our attorneys will come in as senior attorneys or even trainees and then are promoted internally to supervisory positions as they gain experience. The great thing about tax is that generally we take the position here that our cases are not about winning, it is about getting things right. And as an attorney, that gives me a ton of autonomy to decide within legal parameters what's the right resolution for a particular set of facts and for a particular taxpayer. And I find that to be very fulfilling, where the tax department often gets a bad reputation for being bad for taxpayers. Here in Office of Counsel, we often have the opportunity to help them resolve matters that have been hanging over their heads and interfering with their life for many years. I have found that many taxpayers or their representatives are relieved to talk to me and are often grateful when I can find a resolution for their problems. The work here is incredibly varied. One day you might have an administrative hearing, and the next day you could be drafting legislation or an internal or external agency opinion. The best skill for any attorney coming in the door here is the ability to be flexible with the type of work that you receive. Various skill sets will be needed for different tasks, but this provides fresh challenges that keeps the daily workload interesting. While I might not be passionate about tax law, I find the ever-changing assignments keep my days challenging and fresh. So over the last 8 years, I've gained so many valuable skills by taking on new assignments and have been shown nothing but support and patience by my management team while I learn new things, because there are so many different skills. Oftentimes, it will take time to become proficient at them. One of the wonderful things here at Tax is that we offer great flexibility and work-life balance if that's something you're looking for. We offer a 50% remote option for all of our attorneys. In addition, we also offer an alternative work schedule where you could work 9 out of 10 days, working a little bit longer each day to have the 10th day in the pay period be off. I personally do this alternative work schedule, and I'm off every other Friday, and it's wonderful. Further, our attorneys can set their own hours. We create our own schedules between the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., and in conglomeration with your management team, you will pick your own hours and based on your own personal preferences and family needs. My experience here at Tax and Finance has been very positive. I have learned so much, and I feel valued here as an employee, as a person, by both my management team, my supervisees, and my coworkers. It really is a wonderful place to work, and I hope you'll join us. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you so much, Carrie. Next, we have Wakila Warfield from the New York State Office of Temporary and Disability Assistance. Wakila, what would you like individuals to know about working in the legal specialties field within OTDA?
Thank you, Michael. Good day, everyone. My name is Wakila Warfield. I'm the Bureau of Human Resources Program Liaison for the Office of Administrative Hearings. The Office of Administrative Hearings needs administrative law judges to preside over adversarial proceedings involving food, cash assistance, housing, medical care, and similar basic needs. The Office of Administrative Hearings needs decision makers like you, fair, impartial, and dedicated attorneys. Research shows that women and people from underrepresented groups often apply to jobs only if they meet 100% of the preferred qualifications. We encourage you to apply even if you do not believe you meet all of the preferred qualifications. The Office of Administrative Hearings wants administrative law judges who represent every segment of New York State's population. If you are looking to make a direct impact in the lives of New York State's most vulnerable population, this might be the next role for you. The Office of Administrative Hearings' best administrative law judges are passionate, polite, patient, have a strong academic background, and can handle a fast-paced workload. It helps to be energetic, creative, well-organized, independent, hardworking, personable, and have experience with social services benefit programs, oral advocacy, and succinct writing. The Office of Administrative Hearings has administrative law judge openings throughout New York State, and telecommuting up to 50% of the time is generally available. In addition, the Division of Legal Affairs needs senior attorneys to offer insightful, prompt, and accurate advice to the Commissioner and senior leaders within OTDA. Senior attorneys generally develop expertise in particular legal areas and social services benefit programs. Senior attorneys can specialize in contracting, information technology security, homelessness, food insecurity, public assistance, litigation, and other traditional legal skill areas. Senior attorneys participate in meetings, offer advice to help leaders make informed decisions, draft memorandum of law, coordinate the Governor's Counsel's Office and Attorney General's Office, manage ongoing litigation, and are part of every major OTDA decision. Best candidates are thoughtful, quick learners, and able to adjust as emergencies arise. We look forward to meeting with you. Thank you, Michael. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Wakila. Next, we have Dina Williams from the New York State Workers' Compensation Board. Dina, what would you like people to know about working in the legal specialties field within WCB?
Thank you, Michael. I am a workers' compensation law judge at the Workers' Compensation Board. I joined the board about 10 years ago, and I joined in the position of a senior attorney. In the senior attorney title at the board, there are many opportunities available in various departments. We have the Office of Adjudication, which includes hearings, and it includes conciliation, Administrative Review Division, Legal Affairs, Full Board Review, and litigation. This is just to name a few. The attorneys in our agency perform a wide variety of tasks and duties, including performing legal research, drafting memorandum of law, deciding on legal issues presented before them, which include drafting decisions on appeal. You're also involved in making policy recommendations, responding to complex legal inquiries, and drafting language for legislation. Now, one of the mandates of our agency is to protect the rights of injured workers and employers by ensuring the proper administration of workers' compensation, disability, and paid family leave benefits. We are also tasked with promoting compliance with the workers' compensation law. As an attorney in our agency, regardless of which department you're working in, you're contributing to the public good by assisting the board in helping the state's injured workers and employers. Now, over the course of my career at the board, I've really benefited from the ability to seamlessly transfer between different departments and work in various roles. This has been a huge benefit to me as it has allowed me to continue to learn, enjoy new opportunities, and develop new and different skill sets along the way. In all of my roles at the board, I was able to gain a new perspective on the important work that we do here at the board and pick up valuable experience along the way. Thank you for allowing me to share my experiences with you, and I really hope that you will consider the board as a career opportunity. Thank you. Thank you, Michael.
Well, with that, I'd like to thank you and all of the agency representatives for participating in this discussion and providing valuable insight into how to get started working in the legal specialties positions within New York State. I'd also like to thank you for joining us to participate in this informational session and taking the steps necessary to move you closer toward a rewarding career in New York State government.